You better think twice. There we go.
Yeah, it's like fucking anything in Windows.
Okay, this is weird. This is weird because
we can't tell.
I can't see if I'm live like I would with Hangouts. This is all new.
I'm refreshing and it's still not live. Oh,
it is now.
I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, we're
there.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to OverDose Vapes.
Yeah, it's like fucking anything in Windows.
There we go. I can hear you, Paul.
Yeah, no, I was just double checking it. There's like
a fat delay on here. It's like 20-second delay.
It is a 20-second delay.
Actually, you'll notice that it is a few second delay, but you know what? That's why you got to give them time if you ever have a giveaway and stuff like that. You got to give
extra time.
That it's like a few
second for you.
But it
no time.
So what's going on, everybody? We're waiting on Yeti to get here, but yeah, this is obese mode number 29. We're fucking getting them done.
Dude, we'll 29. What the fuck are we doing?
I don't even remember. I don't even remember last week's, let alone the first one.
That's my age. Or my IQ. I can't remember which.
Yikes. I don't know what to say to that, Beauty.
Just yes. We'll just
yes.
Yes.
29. I didn't know you were that old. So we got Beauty in the Vape with us, which is great. She hasn't been with us for a while, so it's nice to have her back. We have Vaping with Nikki B, and we have Paul Hessian. The Hesh. The Hesher. So we've been having like themes and topics and shit like that for these shows lately, but I didn't do any of that this week, so I had a really busy week at work. Week at work? That sounded weird.
Week at work.
I had a busy work week, and because I work with kids and work in schools, and so at the end of the year, the end of the school year, I'm always really busy, so I didn't have any time to do anything, but I do have some stuff I want to give away. I do have some stuff I want to talk about, so that'll be fun. That'll be excellent. And, yeah. So, yes, of course you can, Yeti. What the hell?
Did he say, ask if he can come in?
He said, can I?
Can I? No.
Of
no,
course.
Yeti,
no. So I also... some people on Instagram and some people in our little vape circle of people are doing a new raffle, like the CP4. I can't remember the rest of the letters.
1, 2, 3, ABC.
That one. They did a giveaway not that long ago, like a raffle, and they're doing another one, and it also has a bunch of letters and numbers, and I can't remember them. But I do have a bunch of coils that I've made to be part of that giveaway, which is going to be fun, and I also have some e-juice. It's still in this big bottle, but it will soon be in smaller bottles. That is also going to go for the giveaway, the raffle. It's not a giveaway, it's a raffle. So. But I have some cool coils. I got some like parallel Clapton transformer type shit. And awesome. But next week, what we're going to start doing, we did a cloud competition for, I don't know, a couple months. Every week we would do a cloud competition, and that got kind of boring. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do coil building competitions. And you would think automatically Yeti would win that, right? But
no,
don't count us out. Don't count us out.
Oh no, you can count me out.
Not at all.
Unless we're doing BB builds, you know.
You can do anything. It's just about building with heart. That's what we're gonna. That's how we're gonna judge.
So we have to build an actual coil heart, you know.
So even my doo-doo will be amazing.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Have it rounded and then have it go up to a little heart and then.
But the way we're gonna do it,
I can make that happen while we're talking right now.
Go for it.
Yeah.
But you have to actually put it in something and light it, fire it up. But the way we're going to do this is that everybody can take a picture of whatever build they want to enter into the competition and then send me that picture, and I will just screen share the actual pic. That way we can, because there's no way I could show my coils here. I mean, no.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, it's a coil, I think. Yeah, look, there's coils in there. But I have tons. There's Yeti.
And there's the coil master himself.
He heard coils and he had to come running.
Yep.
Oh, he looks grumpy.
Uh-oh.
Junky ass goddamn computer.
Hey, you made it. That's all that matters.
Finally. What's going on?
Oh,
What's
you know.
happening, brother?
I'm fucking all confused. I can't see how many people are watching. I'm
Yeah, you
freaked out.
can.
You can.
Where am I going to see that at?
We'll have to.
There's
Oh,
18
Never mind.
watching
You're
right
right.
now.
18 watching. Yep. Boom. So who do we got in chat? Let me move my screen here. Oh. We got Albert Rodriguez. What up? Train Sonic, Maffey, Import Man 707. We got a lot of new people in the chat. People I haven't seen.
Yeah.
That's cool. JMEN. That's an unusual name.
Jamie N. I'm assuming.
I think you're right. James Rivera. Who
Bueller.
else?
Bueller.
305 Guns. I wonder if he has 305 guns. That's very sexist of me to assume that it's a man. So.
Yeah, right.
Women can have guns. VDog55, Mad Dog Vapes. What up, dog?
Extreme.
I got
Yep.
some guns. I got some guns for you right here.
Shit. Put him away. You're scaring me. Leafa's in the house. What up, Leafa? VC4ADV. There we go. See, some people aren't stupid. I am. Leafa's not. So that's good. Chris Mance. What up? Street Justice. Haven't seen Chris in a long time. It's been a while, yeah. Nate38. What up? God, there's a lot of people in the chat already. Damn. So, what's going on, everybody?
Nothing.
Thumbs.
I
Thumbs are
missed you
up.
guys.
Yeah.
Missed you guys.
Where you been? What have you been doing?
Been working.
Isn't that a bitch?
I've
Good corner.
been defecting. Defecting. Is that right?
It depends on
Perfecting or defecting?
Can be.
depends on what you're gonna say next.
Leaving and defecting.
Yeah.
Is that
Sure.
the same word?
Sure, no, but I get
No.
it.
Usually to defect means you go to the other side
Yeah.
I
or
am.
the other team.
I have to my own team.
Exactly.
No good.
The proper team.
You're
The
grounded.
proper team. No, really good. Really good. So I've just been trying to get shit in order. I was supposed to show up at. Oh, he's Ray. Stop sending me gifs. I'm not opening it. I don't trust you. No, I was supposed to show up as I am now very vocal vapors for anybody who's interested. Still telling vape stories, doing it my way. Gonna have some really cool extra things. I'm coming up with like tons of ideas. I got like notebook full of ideas for everybody to get some goodies and stuff like that. And I was supposed to show up in Columbus. That fell through, but I will still be in Columbus just as myself. So
You're not going to use your superhero identity in Columbus.
no, I am not.
Okay, good,
I'm not.
good. So maybe for people who don't know what the name change is about, why don't you let everybody know what the initial concept was, and then.
Well, the initial concept was getting everybody at vape conventions or other events or through a Zoom room. This was my concept that I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
And through Zoom rooms, and then sending those along to your state representatives. So along with a, kind of like a form letter, and that way it's sort of like, gives more impact, gives, it's more personable, that kind of thing. And yeah, things just weren't working out with the other side. And so I switched teams, and now I am on my own, and things are going to be, happen.
Excellent.
I'm excited.
It's really hard to do big projects like this, especially with other people. When you have like a specific goal and a specific vision in mind, sometimes it's just easier just to say, I'm going to do this by myself, even though it might be more work.
Right.
It just works out easier that way, a lot of times at least.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So.
Well, good for you. Good. I'm glad that you're not abandoning the idea, because it's a really great idea and it's really important.
I really thought about it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I really did. I really, for all last week, I hadn't eaten, I hadn't slept. It was it was really horrible, but I couldn't do it because it's about you guys. It's not about me. So onward and upward, and yeah.
Good for you. I know it can be so stressful, and when something that's supposed to be fun becomes like a nightmare, it's really hard to continue going with it. But you're right; it's such an important topic that I think that I'm just so proud of you that you continue doing it. It's awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah,
But it's like I said, it's about you guys. I'm the kind of person, I can't disappoint people, and once I start something, I have to finish it, and not only for you guys, but this gave me a purpose too. Just meeting people and hearing people's stories and connecting with people, gave me something to do besides sit by myself with the dog all day. So
It's good to be an active part of the community. It really is. I mean, it feels good.
But
well, good for you. Right on. I'm so glad.
I will be in confirmation is coming Tuesday, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday, but I will be in Houston at Vape Showcase, and I always have a spot at any NVE event. So
damn right you do.
And I've had some really, really amazing sponsors. All the sponsors that I have solicited, everybody's still on board and everything. Yep. Mm-hmm. Still on board. And so, that's been really, really great. So
it's so cool. That's so awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. It's so nice when you can get people to get on board with this kind of shit.
Except for Yeti. He ditched me, but other than that.
Just an asshole like that.
He's like, nah,
Yeti.
I see trouble and I run.
He's like, nah, I want to bat for the other team.
Hey, he can bat for both teams, like a bisexual.
No, because then I would take that bat to his head, but
So that's great. That's awesome. It's just really good to see that you're not letting stuff get you down. That's awesome.
Yep.
I'm so happy for you.
Nick, you see me cry a few times, but the tears are over.
You girls crying all the time. Shit.
I know. We're so emotional.
I don't even have tear ducts, I don't think. I've never cried.
What is this crying you speak of?
What is this salty discharge coming from my eyes?
You guys just get something in your eye. We actually cry.
I cry like a bitch. I'll admit it. I'm a big baby, dude. I cry like a bitch.
You want to hear the most embarrassing crying that I've ever done in my life? I was watching Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants with my fiance, and it came to the part, spoiler alert, or the little girl.
I haven't seen it, but go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, a little girl dies of cancer. It's like such an emotional fucking.
I don't want to see it anyway. So
it's just bullshit because they do it like they know it's gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like it's just very, very manipulative. But it got me. I was fucking bawling like a little fucking sissy. But I think that it strengthened my relationship with my old lady.
Yeah,
or she had less respect for me. I don't know, one or the other.
For that whole 5 minutes, she thought you were an actual human being with feelings.
She did for a minute.
Yeah.
I fucking fixed that real quick though.
I cried.
And then you turned on wrestling.
Yeah. Right?
I cried with the one where she had like a breathing issue and everything. Oh, what was that one show? It was just recently out. Oh, God. He had like cancer and he dies too.
Oh,
sorry, spoiler alert.
Well, we don't even know what the show is yet, so.
Oh, something about stars.
Something in the stars. Yeah.
Yeah, something in the stars. I cried with that one. I was like, no, he can't die.
I haven't watched TV in so long. I'm so like anytime people like at my office, people will be talking about like the newest thing, and I'm always like left out. I feel like the kid who doesn't have a pair of Nikes, you know what I mean, at school. And it's just like, oh.
Hey, you guys asked for it.
Fire it up. Melt it. Melt it.
Yeah, but you should have made it little that way you could whip it.
It's never good enough for these broads, I tell you.
I know, right? I give you my heart, and this is what you do?
I want to
I wanted you to vape my heart. You know?
Whoa. I'm a married man.
Well, you can vape your own heart then.
Yeti?
Yes.
Good to see you.
Same to you.
You're the highlight of my week. I got something special for you. I changed the tank.
Yeah?
I changed the tank on my mech mod. I'm using the
But
beltless now.
why? It's still a tank.
Bro,
Why do you do this to me?
I remember when this is all you could get was mech mods. It seems like that. I remember there was a point where like everybody was using mech mods for clearamizers and fucking even before clearamizers, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I mean, you weren't throwing a hybrid on there because hybrid connections didn't exist at that time.
Yeah.
You know?
But see, this mod's not a hybrid anyways. I'm always leery of using tanks on hybrids.
Right.
But most of the
Yeah.
tanks that I use have pretty protruding 510s anyways. So let me check this one. I don't even know. Nope. This would be a fucking battery short for sure.
Instant dead short.
Yeah, definitely. Have you guys ever shorted a battery in a mech mod?
Oh yeah,
That is some scary.
I have once.
That's some scary shit. And I was firing. I forget what I had on there. It was an RDA, and it was my first time using a fucking hybrid. And I fired it, and it didn't fire, right? But then so I fired it again really quickly, and by the time I had fired it the second time, the fucking whole mod got so hot that I just out of reflex dropped it.
Right.
That was the scariest shit I've ever fucking, because I didn't know whether I should pick it up. I didn't know what to do with it. So I basically I picked it up and I threw it outside. I opened my door and I fucking threw it outside. And there was little kids playing out there, so I had to run outside and get it and fucking bring it back inside.
Throw it back inside.
Oh, I was so sketched out.
Yeah, it happened with me with a Mutation XV3 on a simple. And what had happened was it was a simple clone, and the 510 threading stripped out a little bit. I didn't know, so I had fucking tightened it down, blah blah blah, put the battery in, screwed down the button, did the thumbnail trick where you put that little bit of extra in so you don't get battery rattle, and it kicked the RDA sideways and shorted against the it cut the wrap, and it shorted against the edge of the battery. And of course I felt, before I even hit it, I felt it warming up, and I'm like, fuck it.
That's like some of the scariest shit, and is because I know the potential of that battery. You know.
Well, yeah, and it also depends too. Is is it just shorting or is it venting? You know what I mean? Because there's a huge difference between a hard short on a battery and it starting to vent and going into thermal runaway. A hard short can cause it to vent and go into thermal runaway, but you could ultimately, if you can get that battery out, you can ultimately save the mod and everything like that if it is just starting to get warm and hard short.
If it's just a short, there's a big difference between, like you just said, there's a big difference between shorting a battery and having it vent. You can short a battery and then it's just, as long as you're not continually shorting it, you can pull the battery out. It'll be hot as fuck, you know what I mean? But here's the thing is you probably should throw that battery away.
Yeah, never use it again.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well,
I continued using it. It was stupid.
Well, it's like, I mean, the battery, it's designed to vent. That's what the venting is. It's just releasing pressure. You know, now if it does run into thermal runaway, you don't have but fractions of a second to get, to do something with it. If it vents, you got plenty of time, to set it down or knock it out of your mod, whatever you can do. And then, of course, dispose of the battery properly, because it will not be any good. It certainly won't be, as good as it should be.
No, the battery life drops dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
You're basically destroying the cell, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started vaping, I was watching vape videos, as people do. And this kid was hitting a mech mod, this old school mech mod, and he had a wet towel wrapped around the mod to hit the button. And I remember even then, before I knew anything, I'm like, if you have to wrap a wet towel around that mod, you're probably doing something fucking wrong. And he fucking vented it, and it sprayed that black fucking acid all over his wall and shit, all over his face, burnt the fuck out of himself, dude. And he was like laughing, like, this has happened a few times. Like, you're doing it wrong, bro. You're fucking doing it wrong.
What an idiot.
Yeah. I'll have to dig that fucking video, that link for that video.
Big dummies.
God, it's just, Your mod's gonna tell you if you're doing something wrong. It'll get hot if the button's hot as fuck. I mean, it's telling you, please stop. You're gonna hurt me. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I mean, shit. When my broadside gets to the point where it's like, all right, yeah, this is warm completely to the touch. Like, I set it down for a good 10 minutes, let it cool the fuck off.
You know what I do? I'll take not for my broadside because it has a plastic button, or a Delrin button or whatever.
Right.
But for other mods like this one here, because I can't tell sometimes if it's just hot from my hand or if it's hot from the battery. So I'll take the button and I'll push it like against a
the fish belly or against your lips. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about my lips because I don't think I can take a burn on my lips anymore. I've burnt myself 3 times by taking off my cap, dripping, and then like doing something else. Yeah, I've kissed coils 3 times. And the last time I had a giant fucking blister. It looked like I was a crackhead. It was bad. It was not good. Oh.
How is that different than any other day?
Not really any different.
God, I missed you, Chris.
Except before I just looked like a crackhead when I burnt my lips. Most of the time I am a crackhead, so it's one of those things. So, what up?
Yeah, right? No topic. What are we doing? Oh
I know,
God.
this is bizarre. I'll have to apologize because, usually I would have a bunch of topics for us. But, Yeti, we were talking about doing a coil competition. Remember last time we did a show? So what we're going to do starting next week is we'll take, if you can just take a picture with your phone or whatever build you want to enter to the competition, and then just send me that in an email or a Facebook message, and I will screen share everybody's picture so that the chat can choose a winner.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
easy enough.
Yeah, I think that's probably the easiest way to do it because there's no way that our shitty cameras are going to be able to pick up these coils.
I'm gonna make mine out of Play-Doh. Is that allowed?
I think you should.
Sure.
Absolutely. So if Chad has any questions or anything, this would be like the perfect time to ask questions because we don't have shit to talk about.
You know what's so funny about this is when we had the topics, we could never stay on topic. And now that there's no topic,
we're like, what do we do? Oh my God.
When we had them, we're like, fuck those topics.
Yeah.
Or
we got 5 minutes at the end of the show for the topic.
Right.
Well, see, we're a bunch of goofs. So what's everybody been vaping? We can talk about that.
I'll let you guess.
You're an easy one, Yeti.
He is easy.
Let me see.
Or
Yeah,
silicone.
stacked fucking mod with strawberry submission. Who called it?
Even people who have never seen the show knew that answer. I did have some. Before we move on to the to what everybody's been vaping, I do have a comment I wanted to make about a high-end mech mod. I have a buddy who lives in. He might be watching the show. He lives in. I'll have to look it up. Fuck. He lives in some European country. It's like the Holland or some shit like that. And he just bought a $400 mech mod, and he got it, and the paint was already coming off. He said he's having trouble with the button and all kinds of shit. So I gotta find that shit.
Do you know what mod it is?
Yeah, I do. I just gotta find the email real quick. Hold on one second. Yahoo. Does anybody use Yahoo Mail except for me?
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, I still have my old Yahoo account from my old hardcore band, like fucking 10 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
Princess Vape and DIY, what is your price range? Because I could give you, I mean, cheap for one person is not cheap for another person.
Right.
It's all relative.
Give me an idea of your price range.
Floating 510. Yeah, I mean, with a little bit of battery adjustment, if you're going for something real good that's gonna be nice and keep you safe, I would definitely go with the broadside.
Broadside. If she's asking about mech mods, broadside every day. Or the Admiral, which just came out. But you gotta
the 2700.
You gotta get the 2700 batteries.
Actually,
Ohio.
real quick to go along with that broadside, because we're talking the 2700 batteries. Mooch just put out some new info on the 2700 batteries, where they are now testing that the 2700 at 3.7 volts is still putting out the exact same amperage as an 18650 at 4.1 volts.
Wow.
Yep.
So you're
Yeah,
still
we-
you're getting that power straight through until you're going to want to charge your battery.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Me and Mooch had a lengthy conversation about that.
Nice.
She said.
I was getting
He said.
perturbed. Do what?
No, I'm sorry. He said
Can't afford it.
50 to 80 bucks.
50 to 80.
Wait, Princess Vapes and DIY is a him?
Yes, I keep calling him Princess, but his name is Tyler. He's
Okay.
using his wife's account.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Oh.
Makes sense. I would have never called a princess a him. That's just so. We'll call him Prince, or the artist formerly known as. So my friend he's from Norway. His name is Anton Zaitsev, and he bought a. He was telling me about it before. I told him yes, and so I feel kind of bad. Where is it? Damn it! Son of a bitch. Of course, now I'm not gonna be able to find it. Motherfucker. All right, go ahead. I gotta find this fucking email.
Tyler, real quick, if you can't afford to get an authentic broadside for the 120 in your price range, the clone from 3F Vape of the broadside is a 1-to-1. It is still has the Delrin sleeve to it, still has the silver contacts on it, and it's still definitely a hard hitting.
But don't get the brass.
Yeah, don't get the brass.
The brass one sucks.
Get the copper. Get the copper on it.
Okay, so he bought the Purge mod.
Oh wow.
So yeah, okay, so blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he bought the Purge mod, paid $400 for it.
Yeah, those are so gorgeous. It's
Yeah,
he
that's
said-
the basic one.
ridiculous.
And he said, yeah, he said, I'm real disappointed. A lot of the paint on the engravings has already gone away after cleaning it. And the performance is pretty weak, especially for a $400 copper mod. He said his Duvo V3, for a fraction of the price, outperforms it. So that's a pretty big disappointment. If you're paying that much money for a mod and you get it and it has any imperfections at all, that's a pretty big fucking disappointment.
I know what I know exactly what he's saying. I've got a copper one and I do not like. I don't even use it.
That's
I don't
fucking
like
crazy.
It's the performance it's got a massive voltage drop. Huge voltage drop.
At this in 2017, that is unacceptable. I mean, in 2012, it was already kind of unacceptable, but it was like a little understandable because people were still figuring that out. But if you got a copper mod in 2017 that has any noticeable voltage drop, you're losing. That's a big loss.
Yeah.
Well, at first I was thinking, maybe it was me, maybe it was my build. I've put hundreds of builds on it by now. But I think I finally figured out it's all the fucking threading on that thing.
Yep.
There's so much threading. I mean, there's the threading on the button is about 1.5 inches tall.
Wow.
That's just one. And then the sleeve threads on.
Yep.
It's a big mod, but it's just got so much threading on it. And that's the only thing. I mean, it's hybrid, but still, that's the only thing I can think of.
The threading definitely causes a lot of voltage drop on those.
Yeah, because it is a hybrid, so you shouldn't have no 510 loss.
Right.
That's fucking crazy. So it's just an example. You really need to do a lot of research and do not buy mods based on what they look like.
Now the Purge mods that aren't sleeved, even though that they do still have that long ass threading on the button, the non-sleeve Purge mods hit like fucking trucks. Like they really do hit really hard with not a lot of noticeable voltage drop.
I think back to basic. I think that one's a solid piece.
It is a solid piece, and so is the Purge Judge, which they just came out with, which is an 26650 single, and that thing weighs as much as a brick. and it actually beat out 3 stack mods at a at the comp I was just at last weekend.
Damn.
So here's fucking Yeti every time. Here he did send me another email, and he said that if you know where you know Comp Life has that where you can buy Comp Life shit through Platinum Vapes Hiram.
Yep.
So they're having a weekend sale, and they have
Yes.
$350 mods right now for between 99 and 125.
Yep.
So if anybody's looking for a high-end Comp Life mod, which if you're into mech mods, it's about as good as it gets. He got a ground and pound black and copper for $100. So
they've got the copper and brass Houston for $99.
Yeah.
Where at?
It's platinumvapeshiram.com. I'll send you a link.
It's the official Comp Life store. Just type in Comp Life on Google and you'll be fine.
I'll just send it. I'll put it in the chat for the video. Here we go.
He's buying it already.
Yeah, he's already purchased it. It's in the chat.
He's like, done.
No, I'm already there.
Oh, okay. But here's it's in the chat for anybody else who's interested. If I had money right now, I would definitely buy it. Comp Life is amazing. All their shit. I've used quite a few of their mods. I've never been disappointed with any of them. I think they're all amazing.
Yeah,
so
they are. Holy
shit! They put out a great product. They definitely put out a great product.
Yeah.
I had my HK for so long that I needed a change, and I wanted the stacked copper broadside so bad that I was just like, all right, brass HK 24 for a full broadside setup.
I think you still fucking fucked up on that one, bro.
No, not really, because I had gotten the HK at a super discounted rate as well. So.
And you got the broadside plus, you got the extender.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking $200 worth of shit, so.
Yeah. And I roughly paid $160 for the for the HK, so cool. I really can't complain.
You know, the cool thing about mech mods is they really hold their value. Like you buy a mech mod for $300, you can probably turn around and sell it for pretty close to what you paid for it. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If not more, sometimes more. So.
Sometimes more, depending on if it's an LE or.
Hey, what is the serial number for your broadside?
Broadside is 1761.
Damn, I'm 557, baby.
Nice.
Under 1,000. I like that. Okay, so let's talk about what we've been vaping. Beauty, how about you go first? What have you been vaping this week?
I have been vaping all Vape Girl Vixen's juice. The Limelight is my number one. Is my favorite. The lime and marshmallow.
That's what I got right here.
That's what you got?
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. It's not what I love about it is it really gives you that punch.
Yes.
Lime.
It's limey.
It's no sissy lime. I love it. I love it. That's what, don't give me a sissy lemon or a sissy lime.
I totally agree.
And tonight I'm doing the Nut and Beta, which is a really, really nice peanut butter. It's really super smooth. It's not dry at all. It's really good.
What was the original name for that?
D's Nuts.
D's Nuts, yeah. They had the best names before.
Yep, I still know all the original names.
Jingle Your Dingleberries.
Jingle Your Dingleberries, which is very obsessed.
But I love the new labels.
Yeah,
they're amazing. They are so good.
Travis, she sent you out the set that you have there right before they got signed on to Kinetic. So this is the new line.
She keeps doing this to me. She did the same thing last time.
So she ultimately what it was they had to get once they got signed on to Kinetic Labs, Colleen had to get all of the proper warnings and everything other than the original Prop 65, had to get the the ages and the toxicity and all that stuff up on the label. So the great thing is Kinetic said, hey, I know you guys just redid your labels. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, Alex Moody is amazing.
Alex Moody's the shit. I love that kid.
She could not have gone with anybody better.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And the fact that they're local to us, for Vape Girl, it's a matter of 25, 30-minute drive up north for her to go to the lab. So
that's dope.
And they kept all the everything is proprietary. None of the mixes get known other than 2 of the mixologists. So everything stays proprietary with VGB.
Yeah, he's a real class act.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you've been vaping all Vape Girl Vixens all the time, huh?
Yeah, this whole week.
You know what I like about, speaking of the Limelight, what I really like about it, like you said, it's not a sissy lime. And 2017 is the year of the lime. First off, it's the lime year. And
Have you just announced that?
I've actually announced it several times in previous videos and shit.
Oh, okay.
Because I just had a lot of lime. Like last year, I had a lot of lemons, like
Yeah.
a lemon tart and just blah blah blah, tons of lemons. And this year it seems like it's all limes. And what I love
had a lot
about
of mangoes.
mangoes.
There's a lot of mangoes last year.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. But the thing I like about the Limelight is that it doesn't fucking pussyfoot around what it wants to do. It really hammers hard with that lime, which I love. But it also, that is what makes it. I just reviewed this, and so we're going to be going up this next week.
Nice.
But it's also the thing that keeps it from being something that everyone's going to love. You know, because
Right.
you really have to be have a palate that can handle that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that Bam in your face juices. I can't stand when I get a juice and it's just like you're like,
Weak sauce.
yeah.
You know, sometimes I like something that's a little bit more subdued for like an all-day vape kind of thing, because I just get worn out if something's really blasting me. Like sometimes I just get worn out from it. But
Vapor's done.
Giancarlo met his old lady. I probably shouldn't call her his old lady. Met his wife in a club in New York called the Limelight.
The Limelight. Yep.
Yep.
That's still around, I think. The Limelight.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's been around forever. Okay, good. So Vape Girl Vixens, we got 3 people on the fucking panel all vaping that shit. So she's doing something right.
Right?
Yep.
So how about you, Nikki? What have you been vaping this week?
I've been vaping the Door remixes because we
okay.
made it earlier this week, and then also today, another strawberry vape with the blueberry something and pudding pounder today. So really good. If you haven't watched the remix show, Door Remix, on Vape with Me channel, go to watch it. It's a blast.
It's a lot of fun,
yeah. We had Fresh on there last week and Yeti, and we had Lifa on there, and then we have a whole bunch of people on there. The odds and ends, just coming in, and
she invited
DIY
me
with
last.
us.
She invited me last week, but it was like right at the last second. There's no way I could make it, but I definitely want to go on. I love the whole premise of the show. I think it's amazing. So
just get stocked up, and if you haven't done your hand check on Instagram to get your 20% your 20% off code, go over and get it. It ends tomorrow at midnight.
And this is for Adore You Liquid. You go to
and
Instagram.
It's including the Elite line. So this is the one in a chance that you can get Elite for 20% off.
And 20% is a lot.
And you have to do at Adore You Liquid, and then you also have to do hashtag Adore You Liquid. So
what are you doing?
You have to do that to qualify.
What are we doing? I don't understand.
I thought I was about to fart. It should be in a minute.
Oh, Dawn.
We're all waiting
to text you.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely you should be following Adore on Instagram. If you're not, I highly recommend that. Just first and foremost, I think that's a good idea, so you don't miss things like these sales. And 20% off for Adore, you're saving quite a bit of. You're bringing it down even further because it's already a pretty affordable juice.
Yeah, because usually she only offers 10%. So technically speaking, you're getting double the discount.
Yeah, totally.
But I also been vaping on some.
I have the same shit. They sent me like 20 of those things. Then.
Well, they sent me it in 6, and that's okay. I'm a 3.
Yeah.
But know what? I don't really get much. I mean, it's not like a throat hit or anything.
They use good.
And I'm like, and I've been stressing this week. So this is really good to have a 6 nick in your stash when you're stressing.
I keep a couple 6s around. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need more nicotine.
I like their bottles though. They're really squeezy.
They're nice.
They're not like really. I mean, I know they're chubby gorillas, but they're soft.
Yeah.
Would they do boil them or something?
And if people don't know, those BCBs, the big cheap bottles, are from the same people who make Pancake Man and French Dude.
And they're $25, guys.
$25 for a 120. It's a great deal.
Yeah, because I have the strawberry one as well.
So we're going to be looking at a lot of those pretty soon. It's going to be fun. I like those guys have been really cool to us. They've sent us all their new shit. We did Pancake Man Deluxe and all that shit. And this is something else that they've released recently. Is Unicorn Cakes is really good.
You tried Ninja Man yet?
No.
It is a chocolate milk. It is so good.
I like that.
If you've tried like the golden ticket,
Oh,
it
golden
kind of tastes like that, but more richer. It's more. Oh,
Really?
If anybody wants to try the Big Cheap bottles or anything from Vape Breakfast Classics, you can go to their website and use the code OverDose Vapes. That's going to give you 20% off plus free shipping. So it's the perfect time if you've been wanting to try something like French Dude or Pancake Man or Unicorn Cakes. It's the best time to do it because you can get 20% off plus free shipping. So that's like the free shipping. That adds like another $5 off right there. So
there you go.
What's the Adore code again? Oh, you have to.
You have to do a hand check.
Yes.
A hand check of anything. Not anything.
She literally said, as long as it's fucking like not going to get you in trouble on Instagram.
Right, I was gonna say.
It can be anything. It's just a hand check with
you could just do
in
your
the
hand.
description. Hand checking saying, write Adore. Put a little heart on your hand and put Adore.
There you go.
No Adore. I don't have no more Adore. And just link her in Instagram.
And she'll send you probably some kind of code that you can use.
Yes.
I would assume.
It'll be instantly directly messaged you in Instagram.
Awesome. Mad Dog Vapes agrees that Golden Ticket is the best. He loves good chocolate vape.
Well, then try Ninja Man. It is really good.
Coupon code Birthday Boy. Coupon code Birthday Boy is going to get you 35% off of all Omegeddon e-liquid. So this is like the day
Sales
of the fucking sales, yeah.
Right.
So there's a lot of sales going on right now because it's Memorial Day. And so I really highly, if you've been looking for something, I think you should probably go check out all your local, not your local stores, but all your your favorite online retailers, because most of them are probably doing sales this weekend. So it's a good time to buy shit. What's up, Donnie? Donnie's in the house. What's up? Yeah, Yeti, you got the Goon 1.5 yet?
It's on its way.
I knew it would be. I saw one in person.
Were you doing a hand check?
No.
No.
I saw the Goon 1.5 in person. It's not different enough for me to pay $60 for it. That was my
just
opinion.
open airflow.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for the two.
I'm actually really interested in getting a Druga over the 1.5.
Druga's nice, yeah.
They're dope. I fucked with one the other day, and man, it's next to my Goon. It's my new favorite RDA.
You know what else is really good is the Peerless from Limitless. It's fucking
I love
dope,
that. I
and it's
love
cheap.
that RDA.
It's like $35.
Not even. It's 35 shipped.
Yeah.
It's like 22 and change on I saw it 22 and change last month on Vapor DNA. So
dope.
The Zvoimesto Gorgon, that thing looks fucking badass.
Yeah.
I know it'll probably be like $160, but
it's gonna be really
still
expensive.
Badass.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fucking expensive. Anything from Zvoimesto. I don't know how to pronounce it, but whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. That shit's always really fucking overpriced in a lot of ways, really. Hand check. Love it. Yeah, Paul, he can show us his phone. What's wrong with you? You can't show us your phone?
I got my brightness turned all the way down.
Paul's slipping hard. Don't make faces at me.
There you go. There. Look. Even the back of my phone does that too.
Yo. Okay.
Said, I got one. Got one what, Donnie?
I think he's probably talking about the Goon 1.5.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure, though. All right, so Paul, what have you been vaping this week? You're fucking
CPV.
boring.
You know, I mean, the Nefarious line, because of the new labels, new bottles, hand checking like crazy, promoting the crap out of it. It's what I got to do. So of course, my 60s of that are almost empty, and I'm like, oops. So of course I had to switch it up. So since Thursday, Friday, I've been finished out the Blue Monchi that I had, and I went through this 60 mil in a matter of 2 fucking days of very obsessed. So
damn.
Yeah. When your sponsors are your all day vapes, it kind of just blow through the juice, and you're like, well, at least it's now the end of the month, and I know in a week or two I can make a phone call and just be like,
Well,
hey,
you shouldn't even have sponsors unless they're your all-day vapes, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
see, that's the thing is, they started off as my all-day vapes, and then they became my sponsor.
that's the only way to do it, in
Right.
my opinion. You know what I mean?
Right. No, definitely. I mean, rep what you love what you rep, and I'd rather rep the company that started my whole vaping through Barn Brigade and E-Cig Barn and all that, and Colleen is family by marriage, but I wouldn't rep it if I didn't vape it or believe that it wasn't some of the best e-liquid that I've had.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was nervous trying it because,
Well, I remember sitting at fucking Foxwoods. You're like, I
know.
haven't tried the Limelight yet. And it's like, what?
I know. I was so nervous because I'm like, oh my God.
You want it to be good.
I'm like, Paul's going to hate me if I don't like this.
No, and I said straight up to you, I'm just like, it's not going to be, it's a niche flavor. Like, it really is a niche flavor. I love the Limelight, but I can only do 60 mils maybe once a year on it because it's not my typical profile. I love citrus vapes, don't get me wrong, but that how much the key lime cuts through, but then smooths out with the again, super hot, crazy low builds, it kind of gets a little it gets really heavy duty.
Yeah.
Same thing with Nut and Better. I love myself a bottle of fucking Nut and Better once in a while. I got a classic bottle right here in a 30 mil still. And, I'll vape the shit out of it, but I'm only going to vape it for a day and then go back to it a week later, vape it for a day, go back to it a week later. So it's a once in a while vape for me. The two main from VGV that get me are Showgirl and Very Obsessed.
Yeah, I lost my Showgirl. Marin stole it.
Oh, that
stole
bastard.
I know. So I don't have it, but see, and I don't know if anybody's like me. I love, like I said, the bam in your face. So it's really hard when I then transition over. And I'm just like, okay, but it's not this.
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
Did you guys know that Yeti wire increases fuel economy in cars by 26%?
And it's also been known to make breasts bigger on women and penises bigger on men.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it got confused on me. It made my tits bigger, but my dick's smaller. So.
now that is not a claim touted by YetiWire.com. But that's just something that has been noticed.
Okay, something that happened. Okay.
You sent them the wrong coils.
Yeah, I think I got the wrong package. But I wanted to go. I wanted to go back to talking about sponsorships, right? The reason why I'm so fucking uptight about sponsorships lately is, first off, as a reviewer, I think it would be weird for me to take sponsorships. I already don't like getting free juice because people always say, "Oh, well, you just get that shit for free. That's why you like it." You know what I mean? It's like, no. That's not why I like it, but there's a big part of me that wishes I could just pay for all the juice myself, but it's just unrealistic. I just can't afford to do a review several times a week and on $30 bottles of juice. It's just not realistic. But I already feel weird about that. But if I was to have like a sponsor, it would be even weirder, right? Like if these people are giving you money or any kind of like financial support, that gets weird. It gets into some territory that's probably not really ethical. And but that's one thing, right? But the other thing that makes me crazy about sponsorships is on Instagram, every fucking vapor and their mom has sponsors, right? And I get hit up probably 3 or 4 times a week by fucking these wannabe vape models. I'm doing a lot of quotes today. But they're like, yeah, I'll rep your products and stuff. Like, just send me some free shit. And I'm like, well, we don't have fucking products, you moron. And if you spent like even 30 seconds looking at my profile, you'd understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just so frustrating to know that there's just so many of these hobos out there on fucking Instagram. It's these Instagram juice bums just wanting free shit, And it's like, team free shit. And it's not, if it was just a few people, that would be one thing, but it's like a lot of people. A lot of fucking people. So.
Well, I mean, everybody and the grandmother, see, the whole side of sponsorship that comes on my aspect of things is I'm out in the community. I'm going to every fucking comp that I can. I am vaping the 2 companies that sponsor me juices. I'm using, specific wire every single time that I go out to these fucking comps.
Yeah.
And I'm repping these companies because it's a product that I stand behind 100% because it's what I've been using for the last 2 fucking years. Now, these kids that are like, oh yeah, I go to a comp once in a while, but I'm fucking Instagram heavy, like, and they're taking just these trashy fucking pictures, and it's just like, yeah, it's great, yeah, you got fucking 10,000 followers, but if you're not putting a quality picture up, what's the fucking point? Like, make it look good, market. That's what you're doing, is you're marketing that brand for them so that they don't have to.
Well, how are you gonna say you're sponsored by somebody? You put up one fucking picture of the juice, and every other fucking picture is your beer gut and your fucking saggy tits.
Or your fucking Subaru WRX.
Yes.
Your
dog.
Hey, look at my fucking. Here's my dog riding in my WRX, vaping on my fucking ego, and here's one bottle of juice that I shittily hand checked like this.
Yeah.
That's what kills me, is like these kids don't understand that there's so much work that has been done by, now we're in round 2 of, comp vaping. A lot of the older cats, OGs, have stepped down, and a lot of these now Team Free Shit kids think that competitions are their way in to get free mods, free juice, free everything, because that's what comping is. No, it's not. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of travel. It's a lot of your personal money spent. It's a lot of time thinking about doing something better than the next person that's on the same fucking team as you. Like we have to best each other in order to progress as companies, as well as as vapors who are representing these companies.
Well, it's like, here's the thing. There's literally 10,000 girls with boobs who are taking the same picture. And so you're right. Like, if I did have a company, why would I send the juice to her when the other girl's doing the exact same thing? You know what I mean? It's like, there's just so much overlap. And it's like places like Mitten Vapors, they sponsor tons of fucking girls, dude. Tons, like hundreds. And it's just like, at a certain point, it's like, it's diminishing returns,
I just don't get it. I don't get that whole thing. I'm sorry. I see girls on Instagram. I don't notice what the hell they're holding. I'm just looking at their tits and ass.
Me too.
Yeah.
Right.
I have no idea.
100%.
We put a new mod out, but I'm gonna lay it in this girl's butt crack under above her thumb.
Like,
you know what I mean?
She had a mod there. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. I don't get it.
There's never been one time that I've purchased a product based around some girl's butt shot.
Same here.
Nope. Exactly. And I tell people that all the time. I'm like, that is the worst business model ever. And not just because maybe I think it's sexist, which whatever, you're awesome, you got a great body. But the thing is like, you may sell one bottle of juice, but if that juice sucks, no one's going to come back and buy it again.
That's right.
So it doesn't really matter.
So you just paid Pandora Blue fucking $5,000 to take a single hand shot with a mod between her tits and your shitty juice.
Well, here's the thing too, is that Pandora, God bless her. Okay,
I love her.
She's getting hers,
She's awesome.
and she's a great person. But she also
awesome.
takes the same exact picture in the same exact outfit for 10 different companies. Right. So it's like, what special service is she offering you? No offense to her. I'm just honestly wondering.
It's because of the follower count that she has, the marketability that she has, and it that's what it all boils down to. Like, in order, it's kind of like my regular 9-to-5 job. I have to sell myself to my customer before I can sell my product and sell my company.
Yeah.
So
but
if I don't have that relationship, again, that's what comping is, and that's what sponsorships is going out, building the relationships, getting the word out, getting the name out, and them seeing that somebody who's a quality fucking person is representing their company without being on their payroll. That's what true sponsorship is.
Now, see, I mean, this is just my opinion. And this goes the same with vaping as well as anything else that I've ever purchased. And they say sex sells, and I'll agree, sex sells. It does sell to an extent. However, I have never in my life been persuaded by any sort of sexy shot or sexy pic or commercial.
Commercial,
To
yeah.
me, honestly, that's a turnoff. I mean, I understand it. I get it. I totally get it. But I guess I'm just not in the demographic that works. Because, I mean, just because you got a hot chick or a half-naked chick holding your product, that doesn't say shit about its quality.
No, it
Right.
doesn't.
You know?
And that person who's doing the modeling has no fucking idea if that's a good product or not.
Go
They
to
don't
any
know.
car show. Go to any car show and
Right,
ask the
and
chick.
they don't care, and that's the
They
thing
don't
about
care. That's it.
me. Like when I used to work at Sephora, speaking of commercials, like Dolce & Gabbana light blue has, like, Dolce & Gabbana in general has some of the sexiest commercials on television. But just because they do, does that mean you're going to go in and smell that perfume and automatically think it smells good? No, it might ask you. So I don't understand. I just don't get it. I mean, maybe I don't know.
And well, here's another thing: is that all these girls who have tens of thousands of followers, they don't. Those followers have they. If those girls didn't have any vape products at all in their hands, they would still have the same amount of followers. Those people aren't there to look at the newest vape products. They're there to look at pictures of half-naked girls.
Exactly.
And so it's a totally different thing. So
yep,
brings a whole new meaning to hashtag vape porn.
Totally.
Right.
Totally. You know, it's another thing too is that a lot of those followers. I mean, I'm not saying any particular model or anything, but some of those followers could be bots. You know, a lot of people boost their numbers with, you know, buying subscribers and all that shit. So it's just a sketchy business model all the way around, you know, in any way you look at it. So
Just like China, when you're contacting them, you don't know who you're contacting really, because they put actresses and stuff like that up as their picture profile.
Totally, they just use fake fucking thumbnails and shit. If you're like doing like Skype or something,
they're Chinese actresses and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And yeah, because one time I was sitting there talking to a which I thought was a girl, and it was a guy.
Yeah.
And that guy was asking me if I was single.
Hi, babe.
You know, and I'm like, you're a girl. I'm a girl.
Maybe not.
And she's like, no, I'm a dude. I was like, what?
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, but then why the fuck is your name like Melinda?
Yeah. Well, actually, if you ask them, the reason why they have American names on their profiles is because of the fact it's easier for us to pronounce it.
That's fucked
Right.
up.
Yeah.
They do have. If you
Yeah, you
ask them
shouldn't
their
leave
name,
her alone.
they'll tell you.
Well, you go into any nail salon, it's the same. It's the same.
Well, I sit there and tell them too. I'm like,
Well, I
I
appreciate
stick with.
that.
I go, have your regular name, your Chinese name. I go, it's more beautiful than John and Joe and
I'm not
Bob.
gonna name. My name's not like Quang Lee when you call me.
What a fucking
You know, I still tell you my name. I don't change my name when you call me.
Yeah. Come on. If you want to be on a one-to-one, you know, be honest.
No, you're fine. That's fucked
Yeah.
up. I'll
You know,
talk to
if you
about
watch
it
a lot of international television, though, too, it's the same thing. Like that. You remember the telenovelas and stuff like that? It's
Oh yeah.
everything. You know, I mean, so all they do is they give these people a picture. Oh yeah, a picture and
I mean,
and a woman's name, and it's like, oh, okay, like they think that that's going to sell stuff, you
What?
know.
Mhm.
But you know, to me, it's just deceive. It's just you're a liar.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I mean, I'm sorry, you're just a fucking liar. That's all it is to it.
sorry, God. Well, I had somewhere I was gonna go with this, but I totally forgot now. Oh, I don't even contact. When I first started doing reviews, I used to contact companies. Well, you have to when you first start. You know, sending messages to companies like saying, "Hey, like I would like to do reviews of your products, whatever." But now I don't, because there's so many people that do, and so you'll just get discarded. I mean, the companies are so sick, and I'm sure Giancarlo can attest to this. Is that they're probably so fucking sick of getting requests for free shit. Don and Giancarlo, all these guys, I'm sure they're so fucking sick of it. So I don't even do that anymore. And luckily now that we've been around long enough that companies will contact us. And if I have a relationship with a company where I've worked with them several times, I can contact them. But now, if I was to try to start a channel now, it would be really hard because
it'd be
these
stupid.
companies that they have no interest in setting up these channels.
There's so many fucking people. Like again, I feel bad for you guys. You guys feel bad for the sponsored vapors who are actually putting in the work and everything like that. I feel bad for you guys more so than any of us. You know, granted, we're out in the shops. We're going out. We're doing the dumb things that we do. But you guys, there's so many. You could type in a random name in vapes. And
there's gonna be
17 fucking YouTube channels with 1 subscriber and 100,000 fucking videos that's filmed on like dad's handycam comes up. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude, like leave it to the top dogs. Leave it to the people with 2,000 plus subscribers. Leave it to stop flooding the market because pretty soon it's gonna catch on. People will stop sending products for reviews. You know, they'll only go to the top 5 guys, and all the smaller channels are going to die out. And that's not what we need. And we need that. We need the fresh faces. We need the people who actually care about the industry as opposed to those who have the million subs.
Well, here's what I always tell people is I get lots of questions from people who want to start YouTube channels. And I highly recommend if you're interested in vaping and you like to do, you know, you're interested in YouTube, do it, you know. But here's the thing is that you can't expect right from the beginning that you're going to be getting a lot of free products. Right. What I recommend people do is just buy some cheap shit. Like when we first started, we were working a lot with Mount Baker Vapor. And so like companies like that don't have a lot of attention on them, they are more, you know, willing to send out products. And maybe it's not what you want to review, but it's a way to kind of cut your teeth and get to know what, like how you're going to do it, how to interact with companies. And also you can, if they won't send you anything, you can always buy 10 flavors from Mount Baker for an extremely good price and then put those videos up and then send them a link to the video. You know what I mean? And so they can see what you're doing already. And if maybe then they'll be interested.
Just like Rose, she reviewed the Dollar E-Juice Club. Okay, they have it for 99 cents a 10 mil.
Yep.
You can sit there and have the whole lineup and everything of their whole site for, you know, fraction of the cost. And still, and there's how many videos?
Yep.
Do it individually and you'll get, you know. Boom.
I highly recommend Dollar E-Juice Club for any aspiring reviewers because they're super cheap and like Nikki just said, you can get the sample pack for $5 and it's actually decent juice. It's not bad. We're doing the reviews for them right now as well, and they have 200. If you're on a budget, check out Dollar E-Juice Club because they have 200 ml bottles for $25.99. It's the best deal that I know of on the market right now. It's such a good fucking deal.
Really good deal.
So yeah, Giancarlo definitely he agreed that he does get that a lot. He says you have no idea. I don't even respond anymore, and he especially hates when this is what I can do for you emails from randoms. I got one from Saudi Arabia a few days ago. Yeah, like it's just crazy, you know. And the majority. Here's the thing: is that even like let's say every person who contacted you was a legitimate reviewer, it would still be overwhelming. But the problem is that 2/3 of the people contacting companies are not reviewers. They have no fucking YouTube channel. They might have an Instagram with 15 people, and they probably won't even put up a picture once they get the juice. So, you know, it's unfortunate. Rosa Pooney likes the Dollar E-Juice Club. I'm telling you, we reviewed three of their juices here recently. They'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks, but they're very fucking good.
It even got into indoor smokers' hands, so come on.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I saw that scared me the other day is that Rip Trippers reviewed the new Naked 100 Candy 100 line. And I'm like, this cocksucker is going to get into my territory now? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I saw him do. Yeah, I don't know if that was it, but he just did a juice review.
Just one? It's the first and only time he's ever done it. And right at the beginning of the video, it says, this video is sponsored by USA Vape Labs. And I'm like, of course. They fucking go, here's $5,000. And he goes, I'll review whatever you want.
Exactly.
He wouldn't have done it any other way because go look through his history. There is not one juice review.
There's not one ever.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. It's fucking crazy.
Pile of shit.
He's such a pile of shit.
And I think the biggest thing too, people need to understand, especially with like, you know, any kind of reviews, actually, it's like if you look at the bigger YouTubers, they get paid.
They get paid.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of people think that they don't, and it's like the smaller people like us, it's like we don't get paid. yes, we may get a product, but that doesn't mean, or I may get, some bottles of juice or whatever. But that doesn't, I didn't get
Getting
paid.
juice for me is like getting paperwork. Honestly, like I don't get excited when I get a bunch of fucking juice. Most of the time it's like, oh my God.
Right.
Now I have like this obligation to review all this shit. Like, oh Jesus, when am I gonna find the time?
Exactly.
Yeah, like I got overwhelmed and everything. I spent 4 days in the hospital and everything, and I got an email from the people that send me juice, and I'm going, I was in the hospital for 4 days. I'm sorry, I just couldn't review it yet. I'm like, 4 days, come on,
Yeah.
I try to tell companies. I try to tell companies right now, like when we get inquiries, I say, look, it might take 3 weeks. It might take a month. I mean, I just can't tell you for sure. And if you send me 10 products, I do not guarantee I'm going to review all 10 of those products. I can maybe do 2 or 3. I'm going to pick the ones that I like the most, and then I will review them. And the reason why I do that is, first off, because of just time constraints. And second off is that I would rather show people good liquids. There's plenty of people that can point out all the bad liquids, right? But I want to share the good liquids that I like with people that watch the show, And I also tell companies, like, look, it depends on your juice how many views I'm going to get. I have videos that have 10 to 15,000 views, and I have videos that have 89. It just depends on if people are excited about the product,
Prime example, dead on exact what you were just talking about. I was flipping through the OverDose channel earlier.
Gross. Yeti, come on.
I was going to say, stop with these.
Shit eating. Oh,
and your Guilty Pleasures by High Class has 94 views in one day.
Yeah.
But Deluxe Pancake Man has 322 views.
Yeah.
So it's a stark difference, in views depending on the liquid.
And that High Class is not going to get very much higher than that. I mean, just to be totally realistic, is that because nobody's talking about that liquid. I've never seen it once on Instagram. You just know some products are going to get tons of views and some products are going to get very lackluster reviews.
Here's another trick too. If you're on a budget and everything and you're low income, whatever, you just can't buy a whole bunch of juice, go into a vape shop. If you're allowed to sample there, you can ask the owner, hey, can I sit over here in the corner? Most vape shops have a couch. Bring your camera, your setup or whatever.
That's a great idea.
And you can test their juice. They have the bottle there and say, hey, I want to promote your shop a little bit. Okay. It's a free publicity for them, but it's also publicity for you. Right. And you don't have to buy it, but you can drip on it and everything and be in that shop and do about 10 juice reviews and then pump them out like that. That's how I started out. It's how I got to know my vape shop.
And also, filming in vape shops, it can be a pain in the ass, but it can also be really fun, and it adds a little bit of excitement to the video. It's something different. You don't see it a lot, so
why not get the people that are there giving the review too? Like, hey, what do you like this new juice? And maybe get a third opinion, a random third party, and say, hey, is it okay? I post this to YouTube and everything. I just want to sit there and get your opinion on this juice that you're vaping right now.
That's a good idea too. What are you laughing at, Paul? I don't like that. I don't like your fucking laughs.
It's Leafa and Yeti's fault.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah.
Are you doing the
Oh yeah.
Is it the picture of the elephant eating shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So
what did I do?
for everybody at home,
it brings a whole new meaning to eating that booty.
for everybody at home, Yeti just sent us a picture of an elephant eating shit out of another elephant's ass.
Yes.
With its
Thank
trunk.
you.
Yeah, sticking it in there. I've seen that before, but I'm not.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hashtag things that can never be unseen.
I was going to maybe dinner later, but I guess not. I'm good.
Well, unless I can eat elephant shit, I'm just not even hungry
Now,
anymore.
you gotta realize what would actually gross Yeti out, because if that doesn't, it makes him giggle.
Did the strawberry gross you out, Yeti? The strawberry out of the
really.
butt? No.
I've seen much worse.
I gotta say, that legitimately grossed me out.
Yeah, that grossed me out too.
The
Really?
fucking elephant, the elephant did not gross me out, to be honest.
Now, it didn't gross me out, but it kind of freaked me out when I saw a guy's head up an elephant's ass once.
That's
that's
fucked up too.
When that elephant sat on that dude's head,
That was
and his
fucked
head
up.
went straight in there.
Yeah. That was fucked up. But so for other people who don't know, getting kind of hot inside this rhino. For people who don't know what I'm talking about, the strawberry. So we got a fucking message from Mad Dog and from Scott,
Of
and
course.
it was like a video of a girl with cream all over her butt, and then she had a cupcake and she put it next to her butt and she pooped out a strawberry right on top of it, and it was really unexpected. And so it kind of fucking grossed me out. I'm gonna be totally
Yeah,
honest.
it's actually popped up in my news feed about like 6 times since Scott sent it.
Yeah. Thanks, Scott.
Now the term "poop out" is kind of a derogatory term. That was a perfectly clean strawberry.
Okay,
I don't know how clean it was.
If you would eat it, then that's your opinion.
I didn't say shit about eating it.
Quite literal shit.
Elephant
about
shit.
eating it.
P. Goodwin wants to know elephant shit
Again.
versus Mount Baker Vapor Black Cherry. I'm gonna have to say elephant shit is probably better. Although I think I have a new contender for worst juice ever. I was already showing the people on the panel before we started, but we did review it, and so that'll be out pretty soon. But it's just a little. It's the 420 vape oil.
Oh God.
And this is made in Slovenia, so some Slovakians made it. You can't really see it. But it's ganja flavored, so it's supposed to taste like pot, right? But instead it just kind of tastes like green, like grass clippings or something.
Like moss.
Yes, but then it has a really fucking intense aftertaste to the point where I had to like eat a piece of bread just to try to get it out of my mouth. I was drinking water, nothing would work, and I finally ate some bread and it kind of worked. It was really fucked up.
But why? Like, why? This is the stuff I don't understand. I'm like, why? I don't get it. Like,
we said the same thing. It's like, if you want to smoke pot, smoke pot. Because this is not going to be a substitute for that. This does not taste like pot. It has CBD oil in it, but... And first off, they're fucking... Everything's fucked up. 420 vape oil? What the fuck's a vape oil?
Yeah, we don't vape oils.
That's what fucking... That's like what old ladies call it, is vape oil. You know, give me some oil from my coil. What are you doing in my house? Where's my towel? Kids. All right. Anyways, move on. Yeah, it's just everything about this is fucked up. It's vape oil instead of liquid. It's just gross. But if you're interested, it's at www.canistar.com. I don't know, man.
Canister?
Slovenia. The label even has like a fucking crease in it. It's just not well done. Sorry, canistar.com. I tried to tell you guys not to send it to me. I begged them, please
stay in Russia.
Just stay where you're at with your fucking communist regimes.
Ganja juice.
Ganja flavored. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Just don't get it. So whatever. I said, Mad Dog, he sends me the weirdest shit on fucking Facebook. And he also got in trouble because he posted a picture of pornography. It wasn't a picture. It was a video of pornography on his Facebook page. It was a dinosaur with a human penis having sex with a woman. And it was on his Facebook. And also on his Instagram. If you want to like have the best time of your life, you can go to Instagram and follow maddog_vapes. And you'll have a good time. So I don't think it can get much worse than that strawberry, though, to be totally honest. It's about as bad as it gets.
I thought that strawberry was pretty bad too.
It was
bad. You guys haven't seen anything yet.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't forget your towel.
Wait till I send all you guys gorilla poop in the mail.
Ew.
Don't send me
Can't
poop.
wait. I can't wait.
I know, yeah, he picked out his poop. There's a website where you can actually send feces and you can pick what kind you want.
I've seen that, yeah.
Seen that?
Yeah.
So him and I don't know, we were in some sort of conversation or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna send you a box of shit. And I'm like, what shit would you like? Elephant, gorilla. He's like, yeah, gorilla.
I am a gorilla, so I can send you some of my shit if you want. Anyways, dinosaur porn, it's the future. Yeah. Something like that.
I agree.
Maybe. It did not arouse me. I'll just say that. It was not arousing. Because it wasn't even like a realistic dinosaur. Get your dinosaur game tight, bro. But I wanted to say what I've been vaping this week because you guys all got to say. I've been vaping unicorn cakes. This is from Vape Breakfast Classics. So if you want to try it, you can get it 20% off OverDose Vapes. And it comes with 3 30ml bottles, and it's only 25. I think it's 25 bucks. And it's actually really, really good. It's like blueberry pancakes with some fucking shit on it. Gorilla, I think.
Gorilla shit.
Gorilla, I think. And it comes with this great little art on it and shit. It's dope. It's dope. It's probably some of the best shit that they've made, period. And I've also been vaping Vape Girl Vixens. I finally busted it out and started fucking with that. And, of course, the Vape Parfait. I've been fucking with that. That shit's so good. And then, of course, my 420 vape oil. Can't get enough. Love it. You know, if it came with nicotine, I don't know, maybe that would fucking help. I don't know. It wouldn't. It wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't.
God, it's so fucked up. If anybody's interested in this, I will literally send somebody this shit. It is that bad. The last time we sent somebody some juice that was bad, we well, I didn't think it was bad. We reviewed Milk, MYLK. Everybody hates it, but I liked it. So we sent it to a few friends. We sent it to Adra Marie, who passed away. Rest in peace, Adra Marie. Sent it to her, and then she sent it to another person. So we just kept it going. I don't know whatever ended up happening to that bottle, but you know, I think that kind of got a tough rap. I didn't think it was bad. So what up, Naki? Naki's in the house. Okay, so I do want to give like a quick giveaway. Nothing major. I have some coils I wanted to give away. I have some transformer coils. I have some ribbon wire and fused Clapton parallel coils, and some other random shit. There's some other really pretty ones. And so if anybody wants to put a number between 1 and 100 into the chat, and then I will do a giveaway. I'll probably send you guys 5 sets of coils, whoever wins. And then I will add a bottle of White Girl, my DIY e-liquid as well. So go ahead and pop a fucking number in there, and we'll do it.
Oh, and I wanted to tell people too that the Beauty and the Vape channel is not dead. Now that I am doing this endeavor by myself, I will have a lot more time to put up reviews. So since things will get done in a timely manner, in a timely fashion. So yeah, I'm gonna start. I'll be putting up reviews again, so.
I've missed them.
Yeah, there. I have boxes and boxes here, and I feel so bad. So for whoever has sent me stuff that has not gone up yet, it will go up. I swear.
I can help you.
You can help me what?
Review some juices. Yeah, send them to me. I'll taste them and I'll let you know how good they are.
You know what? Oh my god, I've had people tell me that exact same fucking thing so many times. So many fucking times I've had people tell me that. Oh, you review? Oh, send that shit to me. I'll review it for you. Like in what way? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
That's what I told homeboy. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I'll tell you what I think about it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you think about it, you fucking loser.
That's not your job. It's mine, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Do what the Top Hat E-Juice did and send them 5 ml samples and see how pissed off they get.
Oh my god.
Well, just say, is your name Travis or Josh?
No,
then
fuck you.
Okay.
I'm getting a little hostile towards my audience lately, I think. But this is the thing, is that people who are asking for that shit are not people who watch the show. They're people who are like I met a guy in real life, and he was asking for juice, and so I gave him a couple bottles of juice just because I had it, and then he's like. Basically, I'm like, yeah, you know, since I do these reviews, I have a lot of juice laying around, so if you need a bottle, I'll give you a bottle. And he's like, oh, shit, yeah, I can help you review those. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I'll just tell you what I think. Who cares what you fucking think, you fucking momo?
I'll put that on my resume.
Yeah.
Joe Schmo thought that this was amazing.
You know, I actually do use OverDose Vapes on my resume. Because it's like video production. There's tons of shit that you can use it for.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yep. Yeah, totally.
What's up with the X1s? That's not a number.
That's not a number. Well, there's a number in it.
Yeah, there's a number in
How many
it.
plates are over there? Yeah, one of them's yours.
Owen's being a troublemaker.
Owen did it.
Okay, let me get the random number generator going on here. Okay, X1 is not a number. unless they mean 11.
I don't think he does.
I don't think they do either. Okay.
Smart ass.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 60.
Now, how do you do it again, Travis? Is this without going over or just the closest number?
Closest.
Closest.
53,
there's a
69.
Jesse D at 69.
Yeah, but 53 is closer than 69.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't like how you do it.
Yeah,
Travis.
don't.
Maybe
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it, Christian.
I know. We had this conversation last time. He's like, "Fuck you! It's my fucking way, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it my way."
Who is it? It's the
Well, let's-
Well,
Rosa.
this isn't the Price is Right. So
Well,
if they
then
go
let's
over, it doesn't really matter.
Well, then let's let Travis figure out who. Why are we helping him then?
Yeah.
Ro-
It's his rules. Let him figure it out. And then if he fucks it up, then they can all be mad at him and not us.
Mhm.
Rosa Pooney.
Rosa Puni? Yep,
Yeah.
that's what it's looking like. Well, if I were doing your rules anyways, it would still be Rosa Puni because 69 went over 60.
They're not
Sorry,
my
Jesse
rules.
D.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but 53 didn't.
Exactly. So Rosa Puni, looks like you won. Why don't you send me your email at overdose vapes, or not your email? I don't need your email. Send me your address at overdosevapes@yahoo.com.
And,
I still use Yahoo. I'm an
and
old
just
fart.
remember, it looks like you won. So everybody else who thinks they won, you can bitch in the comments right now.
If you think you won, you got something wrong with you. Paul, what are you doing throwing in numbers? After it's already announced and shit, you're like, oh, 33.
Holy shit, I never
No,
went.
no. I sent 33 as you were clicking, but
Okay.
Well, now you can't ever say that, Rosa. You win. You
Yep.
win.
Rosa.
See, there's a first time for everything.
I like Rosa too. So
speaking
that's
of
good.
first time for everything, Michael Cooper, who won last week, and Michaela, I still have. I spoke to both of them earlier. My work week got completely fucked last week, so I wasn't able to ship out. I will be shipping out this week, this Wednesday.
It's the same with Michaela. No, because I have to ship Michaela stuff, right? Or did Michaela won twice, right?
Michaela won twice. Yeah.
Okay, so for Michaela and I have it written down, but I forget who else won. I also haven't shipped out your stuff yet, but it will be coming very, very soon. So hopefully you don't mind. It's still free. I'm not going to charge you for it.
Yep.
So yeah.
Well, I have to go through for Michael as well because the shirt that I have is an XL and he needs a 3X.
He needs a bigger one. He's
Yes.
a big guy.
He's a big dude.
He's a
So
big
I have
goddamn
to
guy.
go get into the warehouse and swap out a couple of things, and I noticed that one of the bottles was one of the old wax style bottles that we had, and those are over a year old.
Not good.
Well,
Now I'm
while
getting them
you're
all
there,
fresh juice and everything.
Hesh, while you're there,
Yep.
go ahead and load up some of them old bottles and send them this way. I'll take care of them.
Okay.
He'll review them for you.
Damn right I will.
If we still have any of the old wax bottles, which I don't think they did, because I told Dan, the general wholesale manager over there, I was just like, yeah, I got a couple of wax bottles that are out of date. And he goes, wait, you still have fucking wax bottles? Because I thought we hunted those all down. I'm just like, no. I've got 2 wax bottles and shit that's from fucking like October. And he goes, yeah, we'll get Michael some fresh stuff. So
Tasha, did you win something that I didn't send?
because
I don't put it past myself.
I owe Tasha Hawberry,
Okay.
30 mil of Hawberry still. Everything is
Again.
getting shipped out this week.
Get your shit together, bro.
Yes,
3 months
everything
ago.
is. No, it was
3 months
last
ago.
month. It was last month.
I'll gladly take some Hawberry any day.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know you can contact Dan and get it fucking shipped out anyway. So shut up.
So okay, hold on. So Tasha said she won like 3 months ago, not received it. Now is she talking about yours or is she talking about? Because I mean I don't know.
Yeah,
it could
no,
be
mine-
that she won something from me and I just didn't.
No,
send it.
mine. Everything completely got
Okay.
fucked for the last month.
All right, good.
Ultimately, so I do owe you, Tasha, and I haven't forgot about you.
All right. So it's
And
your
I have
fuck
a
up,
fresh
not
bottle.
mine.
I have a fresh bottle sitting in with the boxes already signed and ready to go.
Yeah, you know, here's the thing with Overdose Vapes. If you win something on this channel, I'm going to guarantee you're going to get it. Just have a little bit of patience.
Yeah,
That's
Pete,
all just-
Travis forgot to send you something? No way.
A little bit of patience. I recently had a guy who got really impatient. And I did fuck up. It's not that I didn't send it to him, but I sent it and it got in. The address that I had put on there was all fucked up and it was illegible, and so they had held it at the post office, and I didn't realize it, and so I was trying to find the package, couldn't find it. Eventually went and checked at the post office, and I had to resend it, and so you know.
That's it. That's exactly what happened with Steve, Ebony Zero. I built him a triple series mod and labeled it, shipped it. They lost it in transit from my local to the hub. They found it at the hub. Instead of holding it at the hub for me to pick it up at the hub to reset or reshipping it, they sent it back to my local. They never fucking notified me of it. So I contacted the postmaster at the hub again, and he goes, "Oh no, it's back at the fucking post office." I'm like, "Why isn't it being shipped out?"
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, I'm thinking it's shipped out, and it fucking shows back up on my doorstep. I'm like, "There's no the tracking is still showing that I haven't dropped it off at the fucking."
See, I got lucky
USPS.
because I had actually lost the tracking number, and I went down there because I couldn't find the tracking number, so I was freaking out. So I went down to the post office, and I'm like, "Hey, I don't know if you can help me, but I shipped out a package, and blah, blah, blah. My name's Travis." And they're like, "Travis, yeah, no, we have your shit here." And I'm like, "Oh, thank fucking God." You know?
Yeah. Well, see, that happened, and it's, you know, I shipped it back out again under the USPS, and I said, "Hey, this needs to fucking go out." And again, for some odd reason, it keeps getting fucked around and sent back to me. So I now have it back here at my house a second time from USPS with the same label, reprinted, clean, legible, nice fucking box. Their box, mind you, now. And it came back to me. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So, so what I'm doing is I'm getting a refund from them, and I'm shipping it out fucking FedEx. I don't care.
Yeah, I've had several issues with you know Hesh, but I've had several issues with my post office. My local one especially. I'll usually when I take orders out to ship, I take 8, 10, 12 at a time, and they all look exactly the same, and they'll sit on them. Now typically they don't, but I have seen them sit on them for up to 3 days before they go out to the hub.
Yep.
I'm 30 minutes from the hub. They go there 3 times a day. Why can't my shit get on there?
I get so frustrated.
No sense.
I get so frustrated with the fucking post office. Oh my God.
What's bad is when you're trying to run a business, that doesn't make the post office look bad. That makes me look bad.
Right.
Because it shows that there's a tracking number, but it says that it's just sitting somewhere. For all they know, it's sitting on my front porch waiting for them to pick up. Or I haven't even packaged it yet. I just printed a label.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fucked up.
And I feel bad for Steve because, the mod's been done for for a month or two now, and it got held up for a fucking month by the post office.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, dead serious. I'm pissed. And he's pissed. Like, it's to the point where his wife is just like, just refund us the money for the mod. I'm like, the mod's done. I have it. Like, it's shipped. It's left my person 3 fucking times now.
And that's the thing is sometimes you just have to say, look, I don't have control over this anymore. It's all the post office now. What am I gonna do? I can't go rush in there and tell them like, hey, give me that shit back. I'm gonna drive it there.
I am gonna bite the bullet and send him a partial refund, and give it to him 50% off of what he gave me. So
wow, that's good. You're a good friend. Okay, what's up, Rochelle?
What's up, Ro? Ro?
Oh, she tired of being
Ro on the low.
You made it just at the end. Perfect timing. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for joining me on the panel. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Next week, remember, we're doing the builds, so get something together that's interesting to you. That's all that matters. I got one from Nikki already, which was great. So go ahead.
Is there any specifications on this build or just an interesting build?
Let's just start with an interesting build, and then from there, okay, good. And then from there, we're definitely gonna have things like certain things you need to do, like 1 week
Yeah,
will
like
be just
quarter
round
rules.
wire. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
So awesome. I'm really looking
Yeah.
forward to it. I just kind of got burnt out on the whole cloud comp thing, but I do need to go
Because
through.
my camera freezes.
Yes, because Yeti should have won so many times. It wasn't for
It
that
never-
damn
How many
camera.
times has it froze during the show?
None.
None.
Exactly.
It's
My
because we're using
camera
Zoom
never
now.
fucking freezes.
It
It
just
only
did.
freezes when we're in Oh boy.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. I do need to go through and watch the live streams to see who won the most cloud comps. I think it was Paul, even though he missed
It was
several.
Paul.
I think he won more
He
than
still got
one.
us beat.
So, yeah, I think he does. So
Between you and him, there's 2, I think.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
would have won 4, but
You know what? I'm telling you, we're gonna get Ninja in here or something.
Oh, that's not fair for anybody.
Travis, how's that?
I like it.
Come on.
Ooh.
I can actually see it this time. Amazing.
I know. I turned down my brightness.
Oh, you took advice for once.
But here's the thing:
Go
you have to
figure.
actually build it yourself,
I did.
not just repost Yeti stuff.
Yeah, but see, we gotta get Hesh out of the winning the comps and have somebody that actually can comp against him.
Hey, Yeti, bring it.
Oh, no problem.
All right.
Yeti's gonna smoke you, fool. And then,
Takes your
you know,
turn.
also the people in the chat, if you ever come up with a good idea for like a topic for the show or for like a competition that you want us to do, just reach out to me at overdosevapes@yahoo.com. I'm definitely open to suggestions. I want to keep this show interesting and always changing. I don't want to just be another fucking live stream like everybody else does. So, I mean, I'm always open to ideas. Ooh, sexual. That's sexual chocolate right there. Okay, so thank you guys, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you next week. Goodbye. So now, how do I stop this video?
OBS.
Okay,
Stop
hold
the
on.
stream on OBS.
Okay,
And
then we
then
go to
you'll-
OBS.
And then you'll
Okay.
go to YouTube and